Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today we are doing a very interesting puzzle, and it could either be really fun or really frustrating. I discovered this style of puzzle when I was on Facebook, instantly went to eBay and found one. This is called Doubles. The brand is Ceaco, and as far as I can tell, this is a discontinued style, but this one is from 2003, and I found this one on eBay for around $6. There seemed to be quite a lot of them there. They only had a few images that I could see, so I'm not really sure about the history or anything, but I thought it'd be fun to do one of these puzzles and see if I like it. This one is a very wintry scene, which is very appropriate for this time of year. I will say the image is not normally my style. It's very hazy, very wintry, but I thought we would try this one out and discover what it's like today. So I'll leave what I can down below about this style of puzzle, but we're just gonna have fun today, see what this is about, and yeah, let's just get into this. So I'm just going to talk you through my experience with the Ceaco puzzle, starting with the box. It's just a normal Ceaco box. Mine's a bit beat up because it is used and it's about 20 years old, so I just wanted to show you what it looks like and show you what the pieces look like as well. So the whole point of doubles is that one piece fits inside another. So you have these jumbo size pieces, and then you have like this micro size piece that goes inside just like that. So that's the whole concept. You have 300 pieces that are those jumbo sizes and then 300 pieces that are the minis. So starting off, I separated the two piece sizes so that way I could do the larger pieces first and then just fit in the mini pieces as I need to. After I sorted the pieces, I started with the edges, and this is where I instantly noticed the issues with this puzzle. Several things made this experience not the best. So first up, we have the coloring of the image, which Thomas Kinkade is not normally my style, neither is a wintry scene. So I knew going into this image, I would already be kind of out of my realm. But the issue I had here was that the image was so pixelated that you couldn't even see anything. So you could see like light variations of color, but even the pixelation made the colors a little bit off. So it was really hard to see anything, and I was ready to give up even just after a few pieces. So it was not my favorite thing. I did end up going to Instagram on a story and did a poll, would you complete this puzzle based off of my current experience? And yeah, 87% said no, they would just quit. So I was very tempted to quit, but I did end up pursuing the puzzle. I continued on with these larger pieces, and it was a very slow process because since I had that pixelated aspect with the image and printing, I could only really do the puzzle for about 10 to 15 minutes at a time before I got a headache. So I wasn't able to film every single aspect of this puzzle just because I did have to keep stopping and going, and that was just really annoying with my camera. So sorry I probably didn't get every single time that I was picking up pieces, but let's just say throughout this whole segment, it was just a lot of stop and go and going away for a bit, coming back, putting in a couple pieces, and then just doing it that way. So it ended up taking me a full day to do this puzzle. A 600 piece would normally take me about 2 hours, and I feel like if you added up all the times that I was going into this puzzle, it may have taken twice that long. So it took me about 4 hours to do this puzzle. And I feel like the thing that helped me the most to complete this was just the color of the pieces. So again, I really didn't have much texture or line work to work with, so I was just really focusing on the color. If there was a darker piece, if it had a little bit of orange, if it was bright and yellow, it's probably a window or that little bit of water. So it took me quite a bit, but here you are, you can see an up-close picture of the pixelation that I was talking about. So it has like this texture throughout the whole entire puzzle, which makes it really hard to see. And once I got the larger pieces done, you can see there was one large piece missing at this point right in the center of the puzzle, but filling in these smaller pieces wasn't very difficult because I already had the layout of the puzzle. I could just look at the certain colors, there's only so many different areas it could go, and again, trial and error, rotating the piece every now and again just to find the ones that fit. I also want to mention another quality thing that I had issues with is that whenever I put in one of the larger pieces when I was putting that area together, like 3 or 4 of the pieces that were already together would like pop up because the fit was really light and not very secure. So that was another issue I had with this puzzle. So overall, quality wise, this wasn't my favorite thing, but eventually I did end up completing the puzzle, and I was happy that I completed the puzzle because this one was a bear. So here is the image all complete minus that one missing piece, and again here's the pixelated version so you can see it up close of just how blurry everything was. There was definitely some issues with this puzzle, but one thing that was really awesome is that in the morning I did end up finding that missing piece over in the corner of the room, and I was able to officially complete the puzzle with all of its pieces, which just made me so happy. I'm so glad that I just didn't take it apart right away, which is what I normally do. I actually waited for the morning. So here is the actual final image all complete. From afar it does look nice, but up close it is a hot mess. Alright, it is the next day, and as you saw, I did end up completing the doubles puzzle by Ceaco, and I will say the whole time that I was doing it, I really wanted to quit. I think for me the biggest culprit was the pixelation, because for me that gives me a headache, so I could only work on it for 10 minutes at a time. But I did end up completing it, and I did end up finding the final piece that was actually upside down over in that corner, which at night I don't normally turn on the light over there. So it was completely hidden from view, and I did find it in the morning, which was amazing. I will say it was an interesting idea and something different, but I think if the printing was better, it would have been so much different. Also, maybe even just changing the image would have been better, something maybe a little bit brighter. I normally don't do winter scenes, so already I was going into this being like, it's a winter Thomas Kincaid image. It's not my normal go-to, but so I think if it was a brighter image, it might have been a little bit better for me, but you know what? It is what it is. I ended up completing it, and I do feel really good that I did, but I don't think I'm going to be getting any more of these in the future. Again, I got mine on eBay. You may be able to find them every once in a while, but I wouldn't spend too much money on them. So I'm glad I only spent about $6, because that's probably as much as I'd ever go for something like this. But thank you so much for tuning into this video. Let me know what other styles of puzzles you're interested in me trying, or if you have any other ideas for video concepts. I would always love suggestions. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!